What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. So I'm going to just be quickly checking the audio, making sure we're good to go. I'm going to also be enticing some people to come to the live stream here with some chocolate. So let's go ahead and tweet that out and see if we can entice some individuals to come here to get some free education. All right, so we got a jam-packed stream tonight. I wish I could have done this yesterday, but been very busy and I felt really guilty, and I said today I'm not going to miss this, whether I do it at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever. So first and foremost, please just post in the chat real quick, where are you tuning in from tonight? I'm going to throw some names on the screen and then we will get started. All right, so we have some people here for chocolate, we have some people here for education. We have Andrea in the house. Hi, Andrea. Hope your week is going well. Thanks for joining. We have a Diamond looking for the chocolate. And just stay till the end of the stream, guys. You're going to get your chocolate, all right? Joey, Kentucky. Preston, Victorville. Redlack, Orlando. Shri from Boston. Andrea from Houston, Texas. BLLO from Indiana. Dexter from San Antonio, Automation from New Jersey, HK Zone from Orlando, Nove from New York, and then one more. Let's do one more. We have Jay Moore from DMV. All right, guys. So thanks for being here. And so what I want to do is I want to start off with the option recap. I want to really focus on the Fibonacci legs today and really talk about some of my mastery around the Fibonacci so I can help you guys. I've seen a lot of people actually asking questions about Fibonacci. And, that's something I've been studying for the last 7 years. And I'm just going to try my best to show you guys the tools that I have. And we're going to actually start from the picks from Monday, work our way to today, talk about a few things, and have a good time. Okay, just enrich people's lives, help each other through education. That's what it's all about. So we're going to start off with MU, and I'm going to go to the daily chart on MU. And so I'm actually looking at the trade from Monday. Okay, so on MU, I'm just going to move this aside. I'm going to hit the replay feature right there. So we have that inside bar that happened actually on Friday. Okay, so what do you guys think happens to option premiums when we have this inside bar close on Friday? What do you think happens to the option premiums? Are the option premiums going to increase, or are they going to decrease? Are they going to decay? What do you guys think when we have one whole day of consolidation? What do you think is going to happen to the option premiums? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Okay, so I see the decays coming out. Good, very good. So we're going to be decaying. And then what we're going to do here now is we're going to go to the 5-minute chart. And we are going to do the market replay feature. So as you guys can see, we had the levels here drawn. And we're going to hit play and look at the first candle. So the first candle, well, that kind of took the fire out of my plan. But anyways, the first candle right here immediately breaks through the trigger, right? And this breaks through the trigger price. So this is obviously one of the methods that we use called the breakout method. So right here, just taking the trigger over here and then riding it up would have been a beautiful, at least 50% gainer. Right there, the other option here is taking the opening range breakout, as we always talk about. So waiting for the first 5-minute candle to close and then just taking the break above the high. Okay, so that's what happened there. But even before that happened, if we use the Fibonacci, so like these, the Fib tools, I talk about them in my book extensively. But let's just draw the Fibonacci from the low to the high and pull it out. Okay, guys? And these are something that a lot of people are not going to talk about. And I really want to share it with you because I think it's important to see these setups in the market. And I'm just going to pull this out here so we have a better view. And as you can see, guys, right, if we were to actually look at this 5-minute candle and really dig into it, what happened is we opened here. We came all the way down to the 50% retracement, and then an algorithm was waiting here. So the algorithm immediately loaded up. They were programmed there to buy at the 50, and we just exploded from there. So this is another way for you to get involved using the previous day's range, right? And that's something that a lot of people don't really look at, but that's something that I've been a lot of testing through, a lot of strategies, and I wrote my book on all of that because I think it's kind of overlooked sometimes, but it's very, very powerful tool. Very, very powerful. So imagine if you had the limit orders here to buy the contracts near the 50, that would have just been a beautiful play, right? And if we want to look a little bit more visually, we can actually go down to the 1-minute chart, and then we can clearly see it here, right? We can see this first. We can actually see when we go to the 1-minute chart, we actually have a very beautiful entry. We have the inside bar right here as well. So this obviously would have been such a beautiful, pretty entry, but in reality, it's a little bit hard to nail that unless you're a professional trader, just because this happens in 3 minutes. So you have to be very fast. But we could also just come back to the 5, like I said, take the level breakout, take the fib, take the opening range breakout. Those are all great strategies, right? And then what's next? Okay, so we continue higher, and then we start to pull back. And what I wanted to show you guys now is the concept from my book that I called the morning leg. Okay, so once we established a low and a high in the morning, and we start pulling back, we can use that as the morning leg, right? And when we start pulling in here, I talk about this more extensively in my book, but we could start using these Fibonacci as areas to buy in the retracement. And I just want to show you guys. So what happens here is we come down, we tag the 50, we pop, we tag the 618, and then boom, we have that big move right there. And honestly, guys, from a day trading perspective, if you can load up on the 618 and you just get this move to the 382 right there, that's good enough money. We don't need we don't need huge moves to actually make money in trading. So just as an example here, let's say we're gonna come on the 618 with a stop on the 786, and right there getting to the 382, that's gonna give us close to 1.5 times our risk. So that's a very, very good trade. But you would have to probably execute this one with limit orders, or you would have to take it when the candle closes. Okay, if you took the breakout above the bar there, you wouldn't have gotten too much out of it. And then after that, we had this inside bar. So this inside bar is like a warning sign, because it's saying, okay, we popped from the 618 and then we're just pausing. So it's like a warning sign saying, hey, we just paused. So that means, are the bulls losing steam? Right? Like that's the question that should be going through your head. And then once we break this low, the trade is pretty much done for the fib, right? So either you have a trailing stop right there, or once we break through, you can actually take a short. And then if we just follow this down, that was actually a very great short entry right up there. So that's easily 2 times your risk. So very, very nice. And then if we want to drill a little bit deeper, once we have that inside bar established and then we push down, we actually have a micro Fibonacci leg. If we take it from the high from here to the low, and you can see there, this is a beautiful 618 rejection right here. And guess what? There's another inside bar right there as another confirmation. So very, very beautiful trades, really. And then from there, like anything later on in the day, like after 11 or so, I'm not really interested, because I don't want to really be chopped out, and usually the best plays of the day is already done. But here's probably the last most relevant play, the Holy Grail setup right here, guys. It's very beautiful. Like the fact that I'm giving you guys this indicator for free and that you can literally just take this Holy Grail and make money is actually insane. So that was just a beautiful one right there. And then we can just let it go for the rest of the day. And there we go. So pretty fair opportunities, I would say. You got the breakout method that made money. You had fibs, inside bars, the Holy Grail. You actually had everything. So that was a very, very good trade. And the last thing that I'll say here is just that the afternoon leg. So another concept from my book is, the afternoon leg comes around like 1 or 2 o'clock later in the afternoon. As you can see here in the afternoon leg, we actually find support at the 786 fib. Sorry, at the 886 fib. So we pull back down to the 886 fib, and then we just really push back up. And the 886 fib is good because it has a good risk to reward. Because if you get in at the 886 fib, put your stop at the low of the day. Imagine you're risking this much, and then you had the potential to gain that much. So that's probably 3-1. So that's a very, very good trade. So hit me with a 1 if you guys are comfortable with that. You learned something there, and you're good. And then we'll proceed. So I spent 10 minutes on one stock, and I'm trying to do like 9 of them. So I guess I got to pick up the speed. All right, good. So let me try to pick up the speed here. I try to take my time to explain things, but we don't have all night here. So I know a lot of you guys have work and stuff. So here we go. Let's start off with Disney again. So I'm gonna hit the replay there just so we can start fresh. And so here we go. So Disney was an inside bar. You can see this is the inside bar. So when we look at the daily and we see an inside bar, this is what it visually looks like on a 5-minute chart. You notice how the range of this is within the previous day's range, right? So first candle comes in, boom, we have this doji. So what we could do is, as always, draw the previous day's range, low to high, okay? And you can see right there, again, this is an algo front running a bit, right? Front running the 50. So we could tell that last week there were a lot of algos that were very, very aggressive. And you see that right there too, right? You could see how it's just refusing to go lower. And these are just algos loading in here. And the average trader will not be able to see that because they don't really understand the fibs. So that's what I'm trying to show you guys, right? So we had this inside bar here, which was, kind of just, if you took the break there, that's a loser for sure. If you waited for it to come back and break the high, that was your winner. And or if you were loading up on the fibs down here, that would have been great. So the other option right there is just waiting for the breakout here. So the breakout comes in, it comes in pretty clean, right? That's a decent move from here up to here. That's, maybe 20-30% on the play. And then we have the bigger push up right there. So that's really, really good. And then we also had the break and the retest, which is very, very clean. Sometimes you don't get a retest, but here we go. So even if you miss the breakout, you get the retest, we come back and retest the level, and then you can take that from there, okay? So I'm just gonna play this out because I don't want to spend too long on these because I want to keep going. So let's draw the afternoon leg fib. There wasn't really any morning pullbacks. It was just kind of vertical. And that's going to happen sometimes. So in that case, you want to go to the afternoon leg, take the fib from the low to the high, pull it across. And this is an example when a stock is very, very powerful. So this is a concept that I talk about in my book. When a stock is very powerful, it's not going to pull back deep. It's going to pull back to the 382 or the 236, and then it's just going to double tap and run. And the only way I would take a trade on the higher fibs is if I get a good price action pattern. And what I mean by that is this one right here is the best pattern for the afternoon leg, which is basically a double bottom. So when we can test the Fibonacci level twice, and then in this case, we also had the inside bar there that's supporting it, this is actually a confirmation that the 382 can hold. So that one was a good play into the close. So we got my brother here, Chutron, with the $10 super sticker. So thank you very much, my brother. Let me just pop this open right here. I got the thank you from Chutron. Thank you so much. And I just wanna take a second to let you know, brother, that I really appreciate you because you donate every single stream, and keeps me going, keeps me motivated, and I very much appreciate that. All right. So hit me with a 2 if we're okay on Disney, and let's keep the party rolling. Okay, so hit me with a 2 if we're all good, and let's keep going. So I'm gonna take a sip on my cappuccino. I usually try to get teas or coffees before we meet, but then I end up not really drinking it because I get carried away on the stream, and then it ends up getting cold. So I gotta make a conscious effort to make sure I drink this. So let's move on. United Airlines. And I hope the I hope the 1080p is working for you guys. So let me know if it's working. I think it should be. So let me know. So United Airlines, again, it was another inside day, right? On Friday, we could see it here. And this one was a very beautiful trade because already have the fib here. This is the previous day's low and high. Using the previous day's range fib, you could see right here, we tested the 786 twice. And this was just a beautiful trade because if you're coming in on the 7, so you just watch where we open, right? So you see we're opening down here. So when we're opening down here, then you can say, where's my next fibs? Right? So the fib 786 is right there. So just taking a shot here, getting in on the 786, put the stop below the low of the previous day, just taking a chance there. Beautiful trade. And even it came back and retested for you again. And that retest right there, guys, that was a very, very beautiful trade. And then we have right at the top of the range, guys, look at this, right? So notice how the previous day's range, if we extend it using the Fibonacci extensions, this stock reverses exactly at the 50% extension. So what we can see here is a clear algorithm style of trading, right? Loading in on the 786, getting out at one of the fibs, so in this case, the 50. And right at the 50, we have the most beautiful actual signal. Right on the 50, we have the inside bar. So that's giving you confidence that this could be an area of reversal. So just taking that short right there, guys, that put right there, that's good money right there. So really, really, really nice. All right. So I see Sharneen saying she's watching on the TV and it's really clear. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. So I got Ken Tan with the $4. Thank you, my brother. I got the, he's sending me a cup of warm, I think that's coffee, or that could be wine, but whatever it is, I'll take it, brother. Thank you so much. Okay. So just want to quickly go through that one. So hit me with a 4 if you guys are all good with that one. You know, sometimes the plays, like the way that I like to do the plays is take the trades early on in the day, scale out, get the stop up. If I can leave some runners on, leave them on. But if not, that's fine. Just walk away with whatever I can. That's what I like to do. I just want to keep it simple. I don't want to make things complicated. Life is complicated already. Trading should not be complicated. It should be very simple. Have a few setups that you go to. That's pretty much it. Rinse and repeat. Okay, so JPM. So this one was probably the most difficult one on the day. I said it was a loser, but really it wasn't a loser. It was only a loser for the breakout method, but for some reason that I find that like when I post just winners, or like I try to explain myself, like how I took the trades or whatever, I get a lot of people that bash me and say like, oh, that's not possible, all that stuff. So sometimes I'm just like, I'm not even going to bother and just post like all my thoughts because people still hate on me anyways. So sometimes I just rather just do a YouTube stream with the guys that come here because I know at least you're serious about it and you're not here to troll, right? So let's look at this one together. So the first setup here with on a 5. So obviously we gap down below the trigger level, right? And most of you understand that when we gap down below the trigger level, then we're obviously not breaking through the level, right? But this is totally different. When you break through a level or when you open below a level, there's very, very different things. So in this case, because we gap down here, the only way to really play it is on the retest, okay? If we retest, so you could do a limit order when it comes back up here, and obviously in that case, it's just going to be a loser. There's nothing you can do about it, guys. Sometimes you're going to have losers. It's not 100%. But the way that I looked at this trade actually with JPM, it was a very nice trade because we had this big push up, right? And then we had another indecision. But if I draw the micro Fibonacci right here from the low to the high, it was just very beautiful 618 retest, right? So that's what I really was looking at on this stock. It was a very, very clean retest. So we had the opening range breakout, right? So here's the opening range breakout. Even if you took the opening range breakout, you'd probably just be flat on the day, because you know your stop could have been down here, wherever you wanted it. You just kind of end. We pretty much end off near the opening range breakout. But the beauty of the trade actually is with the fib, and that's why I wanted to make an effort to talk about the Fibonacci today, because I see a lot of people in the community asking about it. So I want to share it with you guys, right? So, and these are why I have these extensions. So these ones that I like, Because look, I've tested this many times, and as we can see here, guys, if we load up on the 618, or even if we take the break above that candle or the close of this candle, like you can see it, right? Just look at the candle. Look at the candle. Look what happens when we touch a 618. We pop. Look what happens here. We have a long wick. So if you're taking a 618 and you have your stop below the low of the day, you're good, right? But you have to stick with the plan. Understand where your stop loss is going to be, okay? And make sure you know where it's going to be. Just don't cancel your trade or close your trade because of emotions. Have a plan and follow it. So here we go. We could see buyers at the 618. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. We could see the buyers. So taking the close, taking a limit order, whatever you do, and then we just have this perfect extension to the 272. And that's why I always say, use the Fibonacci extensions to scale out for your profits, right? Scale out of your profits because there's a high likelihood that one of these fibs can be a major reversal, right? So you have to just be careful there. And then pretty much other than that, guys, like nothing really. We have an inside bar later around 1050, but like I said, around that time, I'm not really too interested in taking trades because I know I'm probably missed the morning move already. And then over here, we have a nice Holy Grail. I think the Holy Grails in the afternoon, I think they're pretty strong actually, because the Holy Grail is actually very rare. It doesn't happen a lot. So, I think the Holy Grail might be a pattern that can be traded pretty much at any time. But I have to do some more back testing on that before I can conclude. All right. So JP, there we go. Hit me with a 5 if we're good to move on. And then we will continue. Where are you drawing fibs? I'm drawing it from the morning leg. So I talk about that a lot more in my book. It's basically the first impulsive leg of the day. The first impulsive leg of the day. Okay. So we got the picks for today. And we're going to talk about that. Take a drink. Okay. Here we go. Okay, cappuccino is done now. Thanks for the reminder, brother. All right, let's look at Snap. So Snap was the best trade of the day. It had a very, very nice inside bar setup right here with Snap. So again, let's start from the fresh look right here. Let's just hit the market replay like this. Boom, boom, boom. Put it like that. Okay, and then right here, what do we have? So we have a big gap up on Snap, right? Obviously because of earnings, did pretty well. Then we have an inside bar on Monday. So the inside bar is basically a pause. When you're playing earnings, like let's say you want to get into a name after earnings, mostly after earnings, not before, but if you want to play a name after earnings, sometimes like we did this on Nike also. Let's go back to Nike. When you have a pause after earnings, like this one, okay? When you have a pause after earnings, so this was the pause on Nike we played together in the Twitter. We did this one for free with everybody. That is a nice entry for you to take, like either break above, break below, whatever. It just means that you're not going to get killed on the bad option premiums that were there the day before, because the day before on that gap up for earnings, the option premiums are going to be valued very, very pricey. And that's because they already priced in all this moves, blah, blah, blah. But if you let one day decay, then you actually can get in at a way better option prices. And that's the same thing that happened with Snap. Is it Snap? Yeah, Snap. So I always get Snap and Square confused for some reason. Okay. So do you guys understand that? What I'm trying to say there is just like, you don't want to really chase option premiums when after earnings right away, because the premium is going to be high, right? Because it's a big gap up. So the premium is going to be high. But if you can actually come on these names after you have a day or two of consolidation, then you can actually get in for a better deal. So do you guys get that? Hit me with a 1 if you understand what I'm trying to say there. And then I'm going to go into the 5-minute chart. Okay. Okay, I see the ones. Good. So we're going to hit play. All right. So first of all, we had Snap opening in the lower end of the range with a gap down. See that here? So here's a little gap down from the close of the previous day. Do you ever fib a gap like high to close, high to open? I've been playing with it. Maybe something Yeah, I fib the gaps a lot. Yep, fibs on the gaps are very, very powerful. That's actually another concept in my book, brother. So that's very good. That's very good that you're onto that. That's very important. So here we go. So the first thing that we have, obviously, we can draw the Fibonacci from the low to the high. This is the previous day's range, and you can already see right here, like, you guys see that? Maybe I should just, I think I should shut down the stream right now. I just look at that. Wow. Let's just pause for a second and just reflect on that. Literally does not get any better than that, guys. That's just beautiful. That's art. Absolutely beautiful. We have the algos. They're here. They're chilling out. We get that open. We tag the 886. Bam. Right there. And we flip. Look at this. Boom. That's it. That's all you need. That is all you need, guys. You don't understand. That move right there, 886 up. That move right there can pay the bills. It can make you a multi-millionaire if you consistently execute and you position size correctly. That is just exceptionally beautiful. Doesn't get better than that, guys. And that's why. Why do you think, guys? Why do you think we're selling the book for 88.6? That's exactly why. See that? That's why right there. Beautiful. And if we can think about this from, let's think about it from a risk to reward perspective. Forget about if it wins or loses. It doesn't matter. It does not matter if it wins or loses. What matters is what's the risk to reward behind this trade. You sneak in here. You see the open is here. Okay. You sneak in here. You're loading up on the 786, 886. Stop loss is right there. If you're wrong, it's okay. You take a little loser, move on. But what if you're right? What if you're right? If you're right, you can make 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times your money, depending on, if you're doing futures, shares, whatever, options. But that's just beautiful. I mean, very beautiful. Okay. And you see, look, guys, look how the algos are. It's just, look at this battle right here. This is just algos. Okay. Let's look at this together. This is why I wrote down on the notes today that I want to talk about Fibonacci. Let's talk about this. Look at these algorithms in play. They run it up from the 886 to the 618. Okay, this is the bull algo. Then the short algo is there. Short algo is taking it down from the 618 back to the 786. And then the other bull algo is there again, taking it back up, running it up to the 382. Do you guys see that? It's just battling within the fibs. That's why you need the knowledge of the fibs. With the knowledge of the fibs, you can understand where can I scale out of my position? Where am I in danger? Where does my stop loss need to be? Who's in control? Bull algo, short algo, who's in control? And right here, guys, again, this is why I like combining the inside bars. Just look at this. The inside bar is here. So the inside bar is telling you we're pausing now because there's like a loss of balance. We're pausing. No one is winning anymore. The bulls ran it up. The bears ran it back down. Now we're going to pause. And this pause is the high of the day. Okay? So we just go boom. Look at that. Very, very, very beautiful. Okay? Very beautiful, guys. And then if you didn't play any of those fibs, then you have also later in the day, we have the breakout of the trigger method right there. So here's the breakout level. So just taking the breakout of the level, boom, nice follow through there. That's also some good money. Okay? Someone said, how do I get your book? Right here, brother. All you got to do, go to my website, my book, Fibonacci and Options, tradingwars.com. Hit the PayPal link. Here are some free excerpts from my book, introduction, some stuff about the afternoon leg on the fib, my retracements and extensions, all that good stuff. And here's a free video for you to watch so I can show you more to what I know. All right, guys. And anyone that buys the book will get 1 month for free in my private swing trading room and in Discord. Okay? All right. So let's move on. So hit me with the 6. If we're okay with this one, we're ready to move on. That's just a beauty. That's just a beauty. Love it. Okay, see the sixes. Beautiful. So let's move on to Facebook. So Facebook, okay. So with Facebook, got my brother right here, Drew Perks with the $5. Is your book a PDF? Yes, sir. I will. I email the book every day to the new purchasers. So you just have to once you pay for it, I'll get a notification. I'll send you an email with the book and the instructions in getting into the room. So thank you, brother. Appreciate the donation. So Twitter, sorry, what I'm saying, Facebook. So we had a few setups here on Facebook. So let's start off with the replay again. Okay. And we're going to draw the fib, low to high, that. Going to hit play. Okay. So there we go. Here, in this case, we have a 618 fill, right? So I mean, like, those fills, guys, are really powerful, right? 618 fill, and then we kind of go sideways, which is fine, right? We go sideways, a little bit more, boom. So if you're taking a 618 fill there, guys, you know, you gotta use the other fibs as targets, right? 382, 236. And the reason why is actually because those fibs that you see above are actually the short fibs on the opposing side, like this. See that? So the 236, so this one is very important. So get the pen and the pad out and write this one down. The 236 on the bullish Fibonacci drawing is actually the 786 on the bearish Fibonacci drawing, right? So that's why it's important, because the fibs you see above you are actually the other algorithms Fibonacci's that they use, right? Can I delay the free month when I order the book? I'd rather read it and then join. Yeah, brother. Everybody, 50% of the people that bought the book recently have been delaying their starts, and that's why I did it, because I want you to actually read the book, back test, do some trading, maybe paper trading, and then when you feel comfortable, then come to the room. So a lot of people are doing like September starts. So they bought the book recently. They're doing September starts, I guess, also because some people are on vacation and all that. So yeah, brother, I'm flexible, man. Like, I'm here for you guys. You know, I'm not. It's just me. I'm not a corporation or whatever. Like, well, Trading Wars is a corporation, but I mean, I'm the one that's doing everything, right? So, you know, I try to be as personable as I can with people, because we're all human beings, you know. So, anyways, so here we go. So we got the 786 right there. Okay. And then look at this, right? So this is what I mean. This is what I'm saying. So this is why you have to use those other fibs as targets, because this is actually the shorts opportunity. So from a short perspective, this is a beautiful trade. Why? Because the 786 entry with the stop above the previous day's high, you're risking this much, right? And then look at what happens for the rest of the day. Boom, right? And then the last setup that I saw here that was relevant was this inside bar right here. So this one came in at around 1010, and this inside bar is important because it's actually right above the level. So when it's right above that level, then you basically get a good entry. So you can just short here, put your stop here. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. But if it does work out, you're actually in before the breakout level. And then this push down here, guys, that's good money also. Okay, that's good money also. All right, so let's proceed on to Microsoft. We're already at 35 minutes, so let me speed up a little bit. Let's do Microsoft together and hit the replay again. And this is like literally almost like the same thing is happening over and over again, guys. But a lot of people don't know about it, but you guys know now. You guys know now, right? Look at this, okay? First candle, boom. Tags the 618. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Tags the 618, right? Look at this move. Beautiful, right? Okay. Then what do we have? Another 618 retest. Look at this, 618 again. Look how beautiful it's holding. Look at that, right? And we have the pop again, right? And then inside bar comes. Okay, here's your signal that, hey, things might be slowing down, right? That's what it's telling you. And then we just chop for a while. But this right here, guys, this, you see how we have 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks? This is actually a morning leg fib. So if we just take that quick 10-minute candles right there, boom, look at this. Rejection, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-wick rejection, actually 5 if we count this. 5-wick rejection of the 618 of the mini leg, right? Of the morning leg. See that? So there's a bigger leg happening, and then there's these small ones happening, these tiny ones happening within the current price action of the day. And you just gotta, you gotta get familiar with these, because it's so important, right? It's so important, guys. It's very underrated too. Very, very underrated in the game. Like you don't need per se like volume and all that stuff if you can just read the chart. Like you need it to a certain extent, but just read the chart right here, guys. Look at this. You see all the wicks? Boom, 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 boom. You don't need somebody to tell you like there's a special short seller there. You can just see it. And then when you have the fib there, it all makes sense too, right? So there's a 618. There's that inside bar up there. And then pretty much here, the last opportunity on Microsoft was just taking the break of the level right there. So here's the level. Here's the breakdown. Boom. Nice flush. So that was pretty clean, right? The plays were in the morning. Sometimes you're going to get chopped like this. Sometimes it's going to go sideways. But that's why I keep telling you guys the importance of having good stop losses. Have a good stop loss. Have a stop loss in the right place. Don't be too tight. Don't be too pretty. Don't be too fancy. Put the stop loss where it needs to be. Okay, use the fibs to help you with the stop loss. Use the previous day's high and low to help you with the stop loss. Okay, so let's move on. Morgan Stanley. I mean, this one was just a beauty also. I'm going to hit the replay. And like it's like in this case here, so I have the previous day's low and the previous day's high right there. Hit the first candle, boom, and that is very, very, very impressive right there. Tag the 50 identically, just beautifully, and from there we don't look back. So here we go. We got a super sticker right here. Karen Jarvis with the $5. Thank you very much. We got the incredible super sticker. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Purple lines are previous days high low. Not all the time, bro. The purple lines. So I have my own way of using the levels. Like most people will do the previous day's high and low. I have another trick that I do for those, but that's a topic for another day, because that's something that's taken me, that one to come up with the way that I have my lines. It probably took me 5 years. Took me 5 years to do it. So it's a little bit more complicated than that, but you can always use the previous day's high and low as your reference. So here we go. So we got the 50 right there, guys. Okay. And we even tested again. So, I mean, if you don't get it the first time, we get it again, right? And you can even see the pattern. It's a nice doji. So that's confirming that there's some kind of potential there for a buy. And right there, after that, guys, we actually have a holy grail. And that is just beautiful. Look how beautiful this holy grail is, guys. Let's zoom in together. Look at this holy grail. Boom. Outside bar, inside bar, break above. Boom. That's just so beautiful. And then it's gone. Right? Gone right there. Okay, guys? So let me just hit the forward. Boom. Okay? So that holy grail was just beautiful. And then look at this. So we had the fib, holy grail, inside bar up here. And then right at the top of the ladder, guess what? At the top of the ladder, guess what we have? Double inside bar. Beautiful short from there. It's absolutely just beautiful. It's just beautiful to look at the power of these indicators, guys. Even if you win on these indicators 40% of the time, you can still make money, right? You can still make money. But all the holy grails we looked at so far, they all worked, right? But I mean, it's just amazing, guys. Amazing. Make sure you have these on your charts. I put a lot of work into this to make sure that you guys have tools. I put a lot of work, guys. You don't understand all the testing and all the struggle I did to get these things to work. And I'm giving it to you guys. So make sure you have them there on the chart. You don't have to use it for your trade entries or whatever, but just observe it. Observe it before you decide on making your plan, your trading plan, and just see if it can be useful to you. That's it. See if it can be useful. If it can't be useful to you, if you're trading something else and another style, that's perfectly fine, right? But having that extra data there, maybe as a secondary confluence to your existing trading plan, is definitely very helpful, because you see things differently. And that's why I said, like, I wanted, when the holy grail pattern sets up, for the heavens to open up and the light to come down, because that is going to catch your attention. If we take off everything here, let's take off all my indicators. Let's take off the fibs. Okay. Does this show you a lot? What do you guys think? Which one do you prefer? Hit me with a 1 if you prefer the indicator view, or hit me with a 2 if you just prefer the basic candlesticks. And there's no right or wrong answer, guys. There's no right or wrong answer. But just honestly, what do you guys think? So I see the ones. I mean, it's significant, guys. It's significant. The next step for me, and I want to put this out there for any of you guys that can help me out, is I want to be able to actually, when the Holy Grail pattern, someone was actually telling me about this, but like when the Holy Grail pattern pops up on the chart on the 5-minute, I want it to actually automatically send an alert to my Telegram. That's what I want. So that people can be in my Telegram and they can be like, they might be busy doing other things, watching other stuff or whatever. But when the alert comes, everybody gets it together on Telegram and they can trade accordingly. Okay. Could you explain Holy Grail? So yeah, Holy Grail is one of my patterns that I like in trading. It is the combination of an outside bar followed by an inside bar. And it's significant to me because the outside bar basically breaks the high and the low of the previous bar. So in my mind, that is a trap, right? So it's trapping the bulls and the bears because we're breaking out. And then the inside bar is a consolidation, right? So the Instagram, what the hell am I saying? The inside bar. So yeah, we have to talk about the Instagram too. My brother keeps reminding me about that. But anyways, the inside bar is a pause. So basically we have a trap and a pause. And then what I try to do from that point is take the break of the inside bar or the close of the inside bar to get into the next leg. So it's basically telling me we trapped some people, we paused, now we can start the next leg. Yeah, so someone says that's not hard. I think you can webhook it to the gram. Honestly, guys, if anybody, I know a lot of people are gonna watch this. If anybody out there knows how to do that, TradingView has a webhook feature. Okay, so if anybody knows how to do that, reach out to me. I'm gonna do some research. But it's all about helping each other out, guys. It's all about enriching lives. It's all about sharing. It's all about doing the right thing. Doing the right thing so you can sleep at night peacefully. That's what's important for me. All right. And I'm going to leave behind a legacy. That's my goal. I'm going to leave behind a legacy. People are going to remember me for giving and helping. Okay. So here are the picks for tomorrow: Walmart, XOM, a Boeing, and a Delta Airlines. So you guys got a sneak peek of those. I'm going to be posting those shortly. What else do I need to tell you guys? So let's go back to MU. And I just want to make sure that I covered these points that I had written down. Where did it go? Oh, over here. So option recaps, Fibonacci legs, recent swing from the room, monthly setup coming this week, website promo, blah, blah. Okay. So let's start backwards. So here's the Instagram. I'm at 186 followers. I'm trying to do a lot of content here. Trying to grow here because honestly, Instagram's user base is probably like 3 or 4 times Twitter. So I gotta be able to adapt. If I want to help more people, I have to go to the right platform where people are. So that's pretty much it. So if you guys could help follow me on Instagram, my younger brother, he's helping me to run this. And I'm happy to see, I want to see him grow. And he's just he's a younger guy, and I want to show him the power of being of service to other people. That's really what it is. The power of helping other people. So support him here, follow him here on Insta. I would really, really appreciate that. What I want to talk about with my book was I'm still doing the 1 month free in the room. If you guys are interested, and I go into a lot of detail here with the Fibonacci. There's like over 50 charts in there. So I really put a lot of effort into that. So I appreciate it. If you guys take my setups, okay, and you make some money off of it and you want to help me out, then buy the book. That's all I'm asking. Okay. And what else do we have here? I wanted to talk about Okay, so recent swings. And let's talk about the Telegram. So Telegram is at 1670 subscribers. The Telegram will be my backup in case I ever get booted off of Twitter for helping people, because that can happen in this world. But anyways, I didn't release a newsletter last week because there wasn't enough setups, but I'm going to be releasing the newsletter this week. So just make sure you're in the Telegram, because I can't send the emails out anymore. It's just too many emails. Okay, I don't have the capacity to send out all those emails, guys. So please just join the Telegram. It makes my life easier. And also, if I can find a way to integrate the Tradingview alerts to come directly into the Telegram, this is going to be the place where you guys want to be at. All right, guys. And then the other thing here that I want to talk to you guys about is the monthly setups coming this week. So let's just go into the Discord. I just want to show you a few of the trades that we took in the swing room recently. But this week has been, it's been tough, but also still very reasonable if you're willing to lock in profits and all that. So here is my final July. So here is the final July log. What I mean by final is I'm not going to be adding any more new positions. So here's everything that we took. Some highlights were the XOM put right there, 4.5 times. And then on the shares, we did 6 times. The Amazon call, 4.5 times, 4.25, 2 times on the shares. So some decent good trades. We had a little bit of a losing streak, last week. And that's okay. That's just a part of the game, and it's fine. As long as your winners are outweighing your losers, you're going to be good to go. And the one that I wanted to talk about actually was, I wanted to talk about Comcast, was it, or did I want to talk about Walmart? Walmart. Okay, let's look at Walmart. So I just want to talk about Walmart, give you guys some ideas for those that are like interested in swing trading and stuff like that. So for Walmart, how this trade worked was we actually had an inside bar. Okay, we had an inside bar back on the 6th of July. So I used the inside bar combined with Fibonacci to get into Walmart. Right here, my entry was, one sec, guys, just got to open this up. 141.15, stop 139.35. So we had a few good pushes on Walmart. We already hit 1.5 times our money. So basically right now my stop loss is at break even for the remainder of my position. And I'm just going to battle it out and see if we can get going. Because I still feel like if I take Walmart right around here, like where I am right now, and if somehow we consolidate, blah, 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 and then we start to pick up steam and then we start to break through the all-time high, I will be up a lot. So that's basically my game plan, but always pay yourself throughout the trade and then try to get the stop loss to break even. That's very, very important. All right. And yeah, the other thing that I want to mention is the month end close is this week. So the monthly bars are going to be closing. So in my swing trading room, we focus a lot on the monthly closes for people that want to hold, like they want to be in position trades that I call it. Could either be investments or you could just be in a trade for a few months. It's not as fast as like the normal swing trades. And that's good because some people want that, or some people want to do something with their investing account or they need ideas and all that. So I just wanted to say I'm going to be doing a lot of homework this weekend with the monthly charts and the weekly charts, and also the 3-week chart and the 2-week chart are going to be closing. So there's 4 different time frames that I look at that are going to be closing. There's going to be a lot of picks. So if you're interested and you want to start, I would say it would be a great time to start this weekend, because you're going to get a lot of setups and you're going to see a lot of different plays. So I want to mention that I don't talk enough about my room, and I think I need to, because I'm being fully transparent with people. I'm giving the orders on the weekend and I have a pretty good win record, and I think it's, like there's other people out there that are charging $300-$400 a month, $200 a month, and they don't even have a record of their trades, which doesn't make any sense to me. So you know what? I said today I'm going to talk about it. Okay. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to be posting those picks. I guess let's do 5 minutes of questions. Anybody have any questions? So I see one here. Do you track your buy or sell setup? Yep, that's what the spreadsheet is for. All of the trades that I take are in my spreadsheet and communicated before. Basically, what the swing trading room is, it's my trading log. It's my trades. It's the same trades that I take in my personal account. Do you alter your settings on your fib bars? Yes, I do. So just look at my website. I have my Fibonacci like for free right here. You don't even have to buy the book. I'll just give you my retracement extensions for free. Okay. So let's keep going. Um, do do do. Do you track your buy or sell setup in your journal? Yes. I mean, yeah. So like here, anything that says long means it's a buy. Anything that says short means it's a short position. When will you cut long calls on Roku? Well, with Roku, I was scaling out on the way up, right? And basically, I put my stop loss to break even. So whatever happens with the remainder of the position, I'm okay with it. If it comes back and takes me out for break even, that's fine. I had high hopes for Roku that it was gonna be a big, big winner, but I mean, I doubled up the calls. That's pretty much good enough, right? And then if I the remainder of the position, if I get stop loss at break even, I'm okay with it. How do I get the indicators on my chart like yours? Just look at the pin tweet. All you have to do is add the indicators it's in the pin tweet. Just click on the link and click add. Da, da, da. Can you show us your room and do you give live alerts? Yes, I do, brother. That's what I've been trying to show you here. These are all the alerts right here, right? For my positions. So like, let me just take you into the room. So, so basically all the trades come on the weekend like this. So because on the weekend is when I do the analysis. So I do the analysis, I post the entry, stop, and the target like this. And then I use this Excel spreadsheet to track everything. And then throughout the day, I give the call outs like Walmart, Roku calls. We're filled on ALL. Like this is what I do. And it's also on the Discord. So in case you don't want to be on the Twitter, you have the same alerts on the Discord. In conditional orders, do you set them up with market or limit orders? Depends what you want to do. You can do market or limit orders. Depends on the spread of the options. If the spread is really big, then you probably want to do market order because you're not going to get filled with the limit order most of the time. Yeah. How do you decide which fib to jump in when playing long? So I have two different methods on that. You check my book out, brother. I explained the two different methods in there. You can do a scaling in, you can do a candlestick approach. So there are a few ways to do that. But yeah, I guess that's it. Let me see if there's any other questions. Do you ever look at any other indicator like RSI, squeeze, MACD? Yeah, so brother, that's a good question. A lot of traders probably are like in that category, but every setup and every trade that I take, every strategy that I use has to have back testing. So I have back tested things like RSI and MACD and all that, and I just found that it didn't really work over the long run based on my trading style. So I'm not going to say it doesn't work because everything works in the stock market, just not all the time, right? I'm not going to say it doesn't work, but for me, I couldn't make it work based on how I like to trade. And also when I did the back testing, I couldn't find any positive correlation. Whereas when I did the fibs and when I did the inside bars and stuff like that, I found positive win rates. So that's why I just stick to what I know works. And that's why I only share what I know works, right? Because that's based on my testing, based on my real experience trading, based on my money that I risk every single day. If there's a gap up for the inside bar, do you leave your entry open for a pullback? You could do that, brother. It really depends on, like I said, there's many ways to make money. It's up to you how you want to do it, right? The main thing is you just got to be consistent. If you're going to be a pullback trader, then you need to be a pullback trader every single day. You don't want to change your strategies every single day. That's when you're going to lose money. So we got Andrea right here with a $10 super sticker. Thank you very much, Andrea. Number one fan. Yes, you are, Andrea. I appreciate you a lot. I hope your log is going well this week, and I really appreciate you. Tell us something about yourself, not to do with work market. Who's the real rich? I mean, guys, that's a good question. Basically, I would just say that my life is fully consumed with what I do. it's hard for me to detach because I think this is my purpose. Like I really feel like my purpose is to help people with the knowledge that I have, the experiences that I have. My life is this. Like this is my life. Like I'm here talking to you guys. This is my life. This is what I do. There's pretty much that's it. This is what I do on a day in and day out basis, and I'm happy about it because I impact a lot of people's lives, and a lot of people give me good stories and feedback, and that's all I want to do in my life for the rest of my life. Because thing is, for me, I came up from very humble beginnings, a family of immigrants, working since I was 14, 15 years old, delivering flowers in the snow, working midnight shifts when I was in university and then going to class. Like I did something, guys. Like I'll just say a story. So I know a lot of you have to drop off, and that's fine. But you know, I started working like midnight shifts when I was like 16 because I needed the money, and I would basically work from midnight to 8 a.m. and then I would go to class. I would go to university and do my CPA and study. So has not been an easy road for me. So basically, where I am now, I just consider everything a blessing. Everything is just a blessing for me because I come from nothing. So when you come from nothing, now I'm here. It's just a blessing. It really is. So that's who I am, and I'm not gonna forget about all the sacrifices and stuff that I made because it made me have the grit and the courage that I have every single day to come to the market, right? Because the market is a thing. If you're weak minded, if you're a weak individual, if you don't have courage, you're going to get crushed, right? Do you guys agree with that? Hit me with a one if you guys agree with that. The market is full of sharks, and when they smell blood, they're coming for you. That's what it is. Like when I present it to you guys and when I explain it to you guys, it's very simple because I'm teaching you things that took me 7 years. But if you're out there on your own, you're swimming with sharks, you know? So you need courage to be in the market every day. You need grit, you need consistency, you need hard work, you need patience, you need all that stuff. And that comes from my life that I lived, you know, being under struggle. So now that I'm here and now that I'm successful and making money trading, helping people, all that, it's just really just a blessing. That's how I would summarize it. You know, so there we go, guys. That's a little story there, and we're at an hour. So appreciate all of your time, and try to do another one of these tomorrow, hopefully. Just keep pushing for greatness. That's just what I want to do. Just leave a legacy. So help me out, guys, with the if we can find a way to integrate Tradingview into the Telegram. That's going to be beautiful. That's going to be absolutely beautiful. That would probably just make my legacy. So, like, that would be the final icing on the cake. So I'm going to look into that. Okay. So thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night.